Good morning, everyone. I'm Reverend Kim Taylor, St. Bridget's Spiritualist Church, for Sunday, October 20th. I thank you for being here. As you may or may not know, we have a workshop going on today at the church. So today I will be doing service online for those of you who are not at the workshop. And just before I start, actually, I wanted to let you know we're just working on a tea for November 16th afternoon. So that'll be another tea. Just working on the details, and once we have them, we will send them out. Also want to thank everyone who has come out and supported us and supported Penny Francis and her visit here. It's been wonderful. Those of you who may have seen her when you have either had a reading or if you had a workshop with her, or the Evening with Spirit on Friday was absolutely wonderful. So thank you so very much for supporting us. And I will start. I call upon the light of the source to stream into the world, to open the minds and hearts of all. Let the light descend. Allow the plan of light and love to unfold. I will do thy will for the highest good of all. From spirit, through spirit, to spirit, I call upon my guides, guardians, and loved ones from the highest realms to support me in this time of learning and growth. Amen. And as spiritualists, we have adopted the following principles: a divine source recognized as God, the unity of all life, communication, guidance, and healing from the spirit world, the continuance existence of the spirit, personal responsibility for every thought, word, and action, reward and consequence for all deeds according to God's natural laws, and eternal progress is open to every spirit, and freedom of interpretation of the seven principles is acknowledged. All right, so these are the issues of having this online. I have my dog, she wants to be outside. So next we're just going to go to the healing portion of our service. All right. If you would like to put in some initials into the comments of the people that you would like to send healing to, please do so. Please just put initials. Don't put in names that would identify someone. And don't forget to put yourself, because we all do need healing as well. Sorry. She's just crying. All right. So if you just want to put those chats in, and I will start with that. For our healing prayer. We ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from our mind and body and to restore us to perfect health. We ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and we will do our part. We ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. We put our trust and love in the power of God. Amen. All right, so if you just want to get comfortable in your seat, and if you're seeing this as a replay, please just in the comments when you are doing it, so we know who's actually watching it again, please put replay or just something that you're doing when you're seeing it, and then that way we know that that you've been on with us. All right, so if you just want to get comfortable in your seats, okay, and take a deep breath in and breathe in love, kindness, positivity, thoughts of sunshine, all things that fill your heart. And breathe out any resentments, negativity, anything that does not serve you at this time. And if you can breathe on in again, breathing in all things beautiful, love, kindness, friendship, positivity, and breathing out negativity, resentments, unkind thoughts of yourself, those words that people have said that have hurt you, that you no longer need to hold on to. And another deep breath in and breathe out. Now, I want you to notice there's a beautiful light above your head. And this light is beautiful, bright, the brightest light you've ever seen, but it doesn't hurt your eyes. And this is a beautiful, warm, loving light. Now, this beautiful light will enter the top of your head and go down behind the back of your eyes, and pass down the back of your neck, into your shoulders, down your arms, and all the way down to the tips of your fingers. Now this beautiful light will enter your torso and it will swirl around, filling you with love, positivity, kindness, all those beautiful thoughts, pushing out any negativity and resentments. Again, releasing anything that does not serve you, releasing those words that people have said to you that is theirs, not yours, releasing all those negative thoughts that you've had, releasing especially any of those negative thoughts or resentments you've had towards yourself. Now this beautiful light will go down into your thighs, down your legs, all the way down to the tips of your toes. Now this beautiful light will enter the dirt and go down through the dirt, through the tree root, rocks and the tree roots, all the way down until it finds your beautiful boulder. Now once you find your boulder, this beautiful light will wrap itself, making an ever secure anchor. Once this beautiful anchor is secured, this beautiful light will go back and travel back up, twisting and turning, ever strengthening this anchor that you have, all the way back up through the tree roots, the rocks and the dirt, all the way up into the bottoms of your feet. You are now held in the light. You are surrounded by the light. You are the light. Now let's first ask for a healing for ourselves, a spiritual healing for ourselves. And then let's ask for whether you need an emotional, a physical, any other type of healing you may require today. Now let's send this beautiful light out to our friends and our families, and out across our communities, across our province, across our beautiful country, and then all the way out to anyone that is open to a spiritual healing today, or anyone across the world. Now let's ask for a special healing for those who are missing loved ones, whether by them crossing or whether there has been something that has caused them to no longer connect. And let's send out healing to those who are deep in grieving for the loss, no matter what that loss is. All right, now let's send out healing to those who we have that are, lost in their way and are trying to find their way in life. Especially those who are struggling with mental health issues. And send this beautiful healing out to anyone else who may require healing today. Okay, let's thank Spirit for being with us, and let's ask Spirit to keep this going out. All right, so Today I'm actually was thinking, because I hear about this a lot, and people, I don't know, there's thing we talk about is free will. Okay, so free will is something that we do need to, that we do have. And, you know, people will say, just assume that, oh, this is how things are going to happen. You know, someone will tell them, okay, this is what, you know, whether it's like a psychic reading or whatever, and they say, you know, this is what's happening, this is the plan, but there's still free will. And with free will, that's like the card that can change everything. All right. So I'm actually going to read today from More Philosophy of Silver Birch, from the Silver Birch series. And for those of you who do follow us, you know that Silver Birch is very special to St. Bridget's because Reverend Richard has a very special relationship with Silver Birch, and we do follow his teachings. So I'm going to read from this book here. The question of free will is one that has dogged man through centuries. Can we change the course of our lives? Do we have absolute or partial free will? Silver Birch always welcomes difficult cult questions. Since some regard free will as a thorny problem, it is opposite to devote a chapter to it. Answer a visitor, the guide said. It is part of the complementary aspect of law that man and woman help to make the whole. Intuition can help where reason cannot give the answer. You are being given an opportunity to fulfill yourselves. You have free will. You may make your choice. Life is not chance, accident, or even coincidence. The whole of life is governed by immutable natural law. Whatever aspect of being you examine, it is due to the natural law. Human beings are not outside the operation of natural law. They are integral parts of it. The law has operated at a time when you have a choice to make. It is for you to make that choice. You have been led by those who love you. It is love that directs your footsteps, and that love is capable of guiding you if you allow it to do so. Love, like life, is indestructible. The things of matter must perish because by their very nature they are ephemeral. The things of spirit are eternal. Love is a quality of the spirit. Love endures. Love survives. Love, as your Bible says, is the fulfilling of the law. And there's a question. Do all the paths lead to the same place, or do they lead to nowhere? The guide was asked. The word place is difficult. If I might put it my way, all paths lead to the one great divine source of creation. The Great Spirit, what you call God, is infinite. So there must be an infinite number of paths leading to the Great Spirit, the epitome of perfect love and wisdom. The Great Spirit is life, and life is spirit. All that is endowed with life has the quality of divinity as part of its heritage of birth. And all the beings who inhabit your planet are engaged on an eternal pilgrimage, pursuing paths that must lead in the ultimate to the one divine goal. It does not matter what path is, as long as the pilgrim treads it with honesty of purpose, sincerely seeking to fulfill himself, acquit himself, and express those gifts with which he has been endowed so that others can be enriched from the presence on earth. And the next question. Many young people today are wondering if this planet will survive for very long because of what man is doing to it. Silver Birch says, the planet will survive. Question, will man? Silver Birch says, yes, man will survive too. There's a limitation placed by natural law on what man can do to the planet on which he lives. He cannot destroy the whole of the planet and all that it contains. Now, this is part of man's free will, his choice as to whether he will rise to the divinity within himself or whether he will fail. In that case, he will not fulfill himself. He will pass to our world unequipped and unready and have to learn it all over again. No man and no combination of men have the power to thwart divine will. They can delay, they can harass, and they can impede. Infinite wisdom and love rule the universe. These will prevail because this is the law. Here the visitor said, "We have destroyed many things which can never return to what they were. This applies to much of what was in the ground, and it is a limited place that we inhabit." Silverbirch says, "But it has tremendous potentialities. There is much to be revealed in your world, much to be discovered. You are not the end of evolution. You are still in the early stages." Those who are familiar with the truths of the Spirit never despair. Their optimism is based on the knowledge that has been revealed to them. With that knowledge, they can have a complete faith in the overriding power. It is a long history. Your world has had many disasters. Man has survived them. Man has progressed in spite of himself. He will continue to evolve because evolution is part of the natural law. A spiritual evolution is part of the same law. At another circle meeting came up the question, how far is free will dependent on karma, for example? And the reply was, the whole of life is regulated by natural laws. Nothing is left to freakishness, to miracles, or to chance. All is cause and effect, sowing and reaping. Otherwise, the universe would be chaotic. You have evidence of the infinite plan, of an infinite intelligence in the operation of natural laws wherever you look. It is to be seen in the sequence of the seasons, the movement of planets and galaxies, the ebb and flow of tides, the growth of the myriad forms of floral life, where natural law reigns supreme. So there is the limit which the divine power has placed, because nothing can occur beyond the framework of natural law. But there are laws within laws. There are not only physical laws, there are mental and spiritual ones. You live, you breathe, you exist. You have your being because from the moment of conception, spirit brings to associate with matter in individuated form, and gradually that individuality unfolds. It is part of the plan that you should have an element of free will, the power and the ability to make choices in certain circumstances. Used for its best and highest, you can play your part in the spiritual unfoldment and evolution of the race, the world, the universe, and the cosmos, because your spirit is part of the Great Spirit. You share in the divinity that is responsible for all that is existing everywhere. You are the Great Spirit in microcosm. All that the Great Spirit has of that infinity, you have, and you will have eternity in which to unfold it. You can wake up tomorrow morning at an hour later or earlier, or you can stay in bed if you like. You can go for a walk or drive your car. You can lose your temper and hope to find it again. There is a variety of things you can do for which you have the free will. But you cannot stop the sun from shining. You cannot halt the tempest. These are beyond your power. Your free will is limited because your choice is restricted. There is another limitation placed on your free will. It is the mental and spiritual stage which you have reached in your development. You are free to kill, but your character will ensure that you refrain. So even when you have choices, these are limited by who and what you are at that time. Like many things in the universe, you have a paradox. You have free will within limitations all the time. Now I must go a stage further because you introduced the question of karma. This too is very important in consideration because many of those who have work to do in your world chose to do it beforehand. Though awareness may not come immediately, the choice imposes another free restriction in free will. And the question, our consciences they really are ours or those of the guides because they are connected with free will? And he says, you're receiving and transmitting stations. It is very seldom that you construct your own thoughts. Your radio and television have channels. Vibration frequencies is the right word to which they can be attuned. So you have your frequency. That enables you to receive thoughts, ideas, suggestions, inspiration, guidance, and a variety of ideas from those that are on your wavelengths. As you receive them, they are tinctured with your individuality and sent on their way so that others capture them. All this is determined by your evolution. The higher spiritually you are evolved, the greater is the thought that can reach you. And because of that, the greater will its effect will be as you transmit it and send it on its way. And they said, when the subject was raised again, the guide replied, nobody has perfect free will. It is free will within a restricted range. Your will is subject to circumstances which you cannot control. The soul knows before it reincarnates what it has to achieve. It may take a long time for awareness to dawn. The soul has the awareness imprinted within it. If that awareness does not dawn, then it will have to reincarnate again. If the awareness does not come, then it will begin to fulfill the purpose of its incarnation. I cannot change human nature. It is very malleable material. It can respond to the highest and pitifully can fall to the lowest. This is the great purpose of earthly incarnation. You have within you all the divine possibilities. You have a physical body that comes from the earth, but its animation is derived from this vitalizing spirit. You have the choice as to how you order your existence, as to whether you give priority to spirit or to matter. That is the nature of the human problem. But you can help those who come to you whenever you can. When you cannot, leave them. For all who are brought to you, it is their opportunity to find themselves. If they succeed, express gratitude for your chance to serve. But if they fail, feel sorry for them. And it says, when another visitor asked about free will, Silver Birch took the opportunity to explain about its relationship to time. The question was direct. How does free will operate? The woman guest explained her interest arose from something I read in Two Worlds, where you refer to time as being eternal present. She added, if I look back through my life, I can see all of the intersections, decisions I made, the operation of cause and effect, the whole chain. Supposing I had the gift of looking into the future, I should see what is lined up for me. But if that is the case, where does my free will come in? And the guide replied, forgive me for saying this, but you are a little confused. He can be so blunt sometimes. Time is the eternal present. It is not past or future. It is your relationship to time that determines your past and future. If you visualize time, this is very hard to convey as a circle, which is constantly moving around. The point where you touch, it is what you call your present. The part where you have touched is what you call your past. The part you have yet to touch is what you call your future. But so far as time is concerned, it has no past or future. What you call looking into the future is only that ability through clairvoyance or attunement when you escape the three-dimensional boundaries of the physical world and see what will be your future. You behold the effect of the cause you put into motion, what your free will has created, but this does not affect time itself, only your relationship to it. So, yeah, that's his from the book More Philosophy of Silver Birch, and he's just talking about free will. And like I said before, you know, we all have that free will, and that's a huge question. You know I think that's actually more of a dilemma as to how we're going to proceed when we do things, and what we're going to follow. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Free will can really be quite difficult to know where to go, especially when we're on this journey. So just be gentle with yourselves, be graceful in what you made your choices, and know that, you know, you're just following what path you're meant to go on. and just listen to yourself. I think that's a big problem. A lot of people don't listen to their intuition, and listen to what other people say, and listen to what other people have made them believe about themselves. So, but remember, those people also have free will and they have to worry about themselves. So I just leave that with you. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're following along, you're probably not at the workshop, so we will have service again next week, in person. Let me see here. I'm just looking at the calendar. So that's the 27th. All right. So we will be having in-person service next Sunday. And then I think we're good to not have an online service until probably on November 10th for that long weekend. So we will see you back in person. As I was saying before, we do have, we are working on getting a tea for November 16th, which is a Saturday. So we will get the details to you when we can. For anything else, like we have Bridget's Pantry. We have gift cards in denomination of $25. So if you require one, or if you know someone who requires, just have them reach out to us. We have decided to go with gift cards. And that way we're not wasting anything that has been donated to us. And we've had so many beautiful donors. If you are in a position to donate, we ask that when you donate to give us cards in $25 denominations and to Superstore or Walmart, because we find that those are place that you're going to get more for your money, opposed to the other stores, which that can go a lot quicker. So I do thank you all for joining me, and I do thank everyone for supporting St. Bridget's. We've had a pretty great year, and it's nothing. We couldn't do it without all of your support, and we really do appreciate that. So I'm just going to do the closing prayer, and we will see you next time. As we depart, we ask for the love and the light to stream forth from our work here tonight. May it heal and support those that are in need. May we return to our earthly journey and always endeavor to strive towards our highest good. We wish to thank our guides, guardians, and loved ones that have supported us in our growth. Till next we meet, may our path always be lit by the light. Amen. Thank you again so much for joining me today, and actually being here with me. I wasn't sure that anybody was going to be here, if everybody was at the workshops. I'm obviously not today. But again, thank you so much. And any support that you've given us this last year, I can't even tell you. I know Thanksgiving was last week, but I can't even tell you how thankful we are and how grateful we are for having you. Whether you join us online, whether you come to our events, however you've been supporting us, we're ever so grateful, because again, we have had a very wonderful year. So again, we hope to keep doing this and supporting spiritualism and doing what we can for you. So again, thank you so much. Have an absolutely amazing day, and please look after yourself, be gentle with yourself, and know that you're loved, and we do love you, and we do thank you. And again, we're so very grateful. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.